Most of my e-bike commute is performed on local roads with no bike paths. So for several years, I mounted mirrors to my helmet. I then moved to riding with a Garmin Varia bike radar that does give me a moving dot showing vehicles approaching from behind. But for the past few weeks, I've been riding with another safety device that has revolutionized my daily commute and offers a level of safety and security that I haven't felt before while riding my bike. Hello everybody, this is Matthew Miller, otherwise known as Palm Solo, and thanks for visiting the Mobile with Matt YouTube channel. Please subscribe for more reviews and to support this channel. And if you enjoy it, share it with your family and friends too. The RS1000 is an AI-powered rearview dashcam system from the Beam. It provides you with an intelligent view of what is behind you while also recording key events as you ride. Similar to a dashboard camera in cars, the RS1000 records near misses and collisions in case the worst happens to you and you need evidence to support your claim. So mounted to this Carbon Fusion Pro right now is the RS1000 on the back. That are these bright lights that are mounted here with a camera on there. And then I also have a mount from Peak Design to go on the handlebars, and then my phone with the app loaded on it. Let's take a closer look at the hardware of the RS1000. I'll go ahead and turn off the lights as well so it's not so bright into the camera. So there's a camera on one end of it, the main button, and then a blank spot. And then there's 4 lights around the device itself. There's also, as you flip open a cover, there's a USB-C port for charging it, and then a micro SD card slot to have expanded storage. It does have integrated storage, but then there's a micro SD card slot to expand that storage on it. And then it does come with a mount, and you can mount this vertically or horizontally. I had it vertically on this bike because it fits better that way, and it's a typical kind of a twist mount that's on there. The camera records videos at up to 1080p resolution, and it automatically saves 10 seconds of video before and 50 seconds of video after a detected incident. The battery life on this unit is up to 4 hours with the ability to connect it to e-bike systems. There's actually a system on the back of the RS1000 that allows you to plug into some supported e-bike systems. Now, I haven't yet connected any of my e-bike systems to this because I have to find the ones that have a rear tail light on them and then be able to connect this full time. As I mentioned, there's a single center button on it to turn it on and off. Under the cover, there's also a reset pin, and I'll talk about the reset part of it in a few minutes. The light provides 100 lumen rear lights and 50 to 100 lumen brake lights. The RS1000 is also good for using outside in the Pacific Northwest. It has IP55, 57 dust and water resistance. I mentioned there is some internal storage. There's actually 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and there's also that micro SD card slot which supports up to 1 terabyte. To connect the RS1000 to your phone, it uses both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and with Wi-Fi, it uses the hotspot capability of your phone to create a Wi-Fi direct connection. Looking at the unit itself, it is 105 by 33 by 40 millimeters, and it weighs in at 160 grams. While the light itself is very powerful and has a lot of functionality in it, including the brains for what I'll talk about in a little bit, that also connects to a smartphone application called the Ride Safely application that you need to have on your Android or iOS device, because that phone is what is going to be used as your dash cam. At first, I had problems connecting my iPhone 16 Pro Max to the camera, but I'm also running an iOS 6.26 beta, so maybe that was the issue, but I just couldn't get the hotspot connectivity to work between the iPhone and the RS1000. I downloaded the Android application and it connected and paired up seamlessly with the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL and my new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Now, I have a Peak Design case and a bike mount for my Pixel 9 Pro XL, so that's what I used, and that's a very durable, reliable mounting system to keep my phone safely in front of me as the dash cam. The smartphone app itself is full-featured and supports fully customizing your camera experience. This includes the recording quality, the brake light sensitivity, the crash trigger levels, and much more. The most powerful thing about the RS1000 is the AI-powered SRA, Situational Risk Assessment settings. The settings for the SRA are available in the smartphone application, where you can use the slider to set your risk levels and your warning levels that you're comfortable with. The viewfinder on the phone shows you the camera output and large buttons to be able to tap them while you're riding the bike without having any safety concerns. These large buttons allow you to start manual recording if you want to, a manual image capture if you want to, in case there's something you want to capture that is not performed automatically. You can also toggle the lights on and off. If you want to use the tail lights on your bike or the brake lights on your bike and not the ones that are in the unit itself, you can turn those lights off. That also might save a little bit of battery, and if you're going on a longer ride, you may prefer to have the camera running rather than the lights. So I've been using the RS1000 on a couple of different e-bikes for my commute for the past month or so, and thankfully I've not had an accident or a near miss happen, so I can't really talk to an actual accidental incident. However, I do have the settings on the SRA set up so that cars approaching me will be recorded, and this is performed flawlessly. It does that short video before the car approaches and then the period of time after the car approaches me, passes me, and everything else. So those situations have been verified, no accidents, but the camera functions as intended. The beam states that its data shows 98% accuracy in detecting vehicles within 50 feet with a half-second alert latency. Every single vehicle that approached me as I was riding was picked up during my testing. The bright lights have also been shown to reduce rear collision risk by 40% in low light conditions, so it's a nice thing to have. I cannot express to you how refreshing it is to glance down at my phone, see what's going on behind me, rather than relying on small moving dots appearing on my bike radar, a mirror in my helmet, or glancing back, which is really unsafe, and I have given up that in the early days of riding bikes. I feel so much safer riding on the roads with cars and the downtown busy Seattle streets where drivers are known to run through lights and other intersections. You can trust the system to notify you in case of a targeted alert, aware of what's around you by keeping your head and eyes forward as you ride. Let me discuss some of the pros and cons of the system. The pros are that it has very clear and stable video quality and customizable to the quality that I want. The brake lights are very bright, so they add another element of safety to the camera. It is a pretty solid mounting system on the back with the twist lock system and the ability to connect some e-bike systems that allow you to mount vertically or horizontally may be a benefit to you. A few of the elements that you need to know about before you make this purchase is you need to mount your smartphone to view the camera viewfinder. It would be great to see this capability integrated into a bike computer, or maybe even in the future onto glasses where you could see the camera in the corner of the glasses. The 4-hour battery life is great for commuters and it meets my needs, but if you're going on a really long ride, it may be a little bit too short for that, but this is really intended for those rides when there's going to be cars and traffic behind you. I don't know if you're riding on a trail or an extended ride if you need that, but 4 hours is the battery life, and that's about what I experienced as well. You could go with this and plug it into a external battery or something with that USB-C port to be able to charge it up. The RS1000 is a bit expensive at $349, but it depends on your riding situation. In my situation where I ride to work and I do not have any bike lanes, then I have to ride with traffic, it's worth it. It increases my peace of mind and my safety level. A couple other things. The RS1000 only supports pairing to one device without requiring a full reset and setup. Now, for most people, that's not a big deal. I happen to test a lot of smartphones, so I bounce around a lot. I just picked a dedicated phone for this need that also has a mount system, so that's why the Pixel 9 Pro XL is a perfect one for me. Videos are also automatically saved to the device or the microSD card when it's inserted, but it is a bit of a hassle to download those later to your phone. You have to select first in the gallery in the application to download to the phone, and then when it's downloaded to the phone you have to then share those from within the phone because they don't appear anywhere that I could find in the phone storage itself. So they're within the app itself, and then you have to do another share to be able to get it out of that. Now, most of the time you're not going to need to do anything with those videos. It's only if there's an incident or something that you want captured later on, so it's not that big of a deal. As I mentioned, the RS1000 is available now for $349. The package comes with a USB-C cable, the mounting solution to put it on your bike either vertically or horizontally. And just to be clear, there is no mounting system for your phone, so keep that in mind. You're going to have to mount your phone to somewhere on your handlebars in order to be able to see that output of that camera. The RS1000 is solidly built and it feels substantial in your hand. The 4 LED lights around it are very, very bright, so you're clearly visible while you have the lights turned on and you're riding your bike. The camera provides very clear video content as well. And that AI SRA system is slick and has provided me with comfort and awareness while riding. Captured people coming up behind me, and it doesn't waste the storage on my phone or my shareable account, Google Drive, whatever, unless I want to make that choice to download that for later. My commute is definitely safer and more enjoyable. Mirrors work pretty well, but they usually give you a limited view. With this camera system, I get the full road view, so I see cars coming behind me or going past me, and I can really see everything that's going on around me, and this awareness is really worth that price. You may say that $349 is a bit expensive, but if it prevents accidents and it gives me a reliable peace of mind, then that's actually a small price to pay. Garmin also has a new version of the Varia radar with a camera, but that camera footage is not shown to you on your bike computer. It's only accessible after the fact. Having that awareness on your display and the camera view has been awesome with the RS1000. The ability to have that rear view mirror effect in place with the RS1000 is a game changer, and I highly recommend it. Thanks to the Beam for the opportunity to try out the RS1000. It has significantly improved my feeling of safety while I ride, and everyone who rides in traffic should consider one. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share and interact with me here. And stay tuned for more coverage of various types of products related to technology and mobility, including e-bikes, wearables, fitness, healthcare, and more. And may the mobile force be with you.